Hey, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna do my best not to sound like a fanboy or someone that drank the Kool-Aid, but with how impressive these stands are, it's really hard not to. I made a previous video about the 4 things that I believe make a hang-on stand a mobile stand. Excuse me. And that's gonna be seat leveling, platform leveling, a bracket up here designed to be placed in angled trees or offset trees, and you want a strap that will attach silently to the tree and sturdy. But I want to add to that. You want a stand that has traction on it. Traction on a stand, it was easy for me to overlook, but it's super important. These stands, hunting season gets into the cold winter months, right? It starts to snow, sleet, rain, that kind of stuff. Water can build up on here. You're setting these things up every time you hunt, coming in and out, right? Sometimes people leave them out overnight and come in the morning. And these stands can change dramatically from when you were last in them or from when you set them up and you go to leave, when you stand to go take your shot. You want traction on here. You don't want anything that's going to be pushing your feet around, sliding, slipping, right? So traction on these is super important. These stands have it. Other stands that have it, I want to say I believe XOP stands have it on there. And the Novix stands have them on there. The Novix ones derived, and same with XOP, all came from copying the image of what Lone Wolf hunting products came out with back in the 80s, into the 90s, early 2000s, and then recently. They're no longer being produced, sadly, but you can get similar stands from Novix. They redesigned them a little bit their own, and Andre made sure that they weren't making things underneath the Lone Wolf name that he built up, because he didn't feel like the integrity of the stand matched what the original integrity was through their quality assurance. So that's a whole other thing. We could always have a little pissing match over that later, but we're not going to have that today. So getting into these stands, the traction, the strap, leveling, seat, all those stuff, this stand has it. Something that sets this stand far beyond every other stand I've ever used or seen or could even find on the market is the ability to personalize these stands. You can choose your seat size, you can choose your post height, and you can choose your platform dimensions and make them to what you want, what fits you. Who else is doing that? No one that I can think of. Not only that, but these stands, sure, you want to run the Quista series sticks with it. I mean, you want to run the Lone Wolf custom gear sticks, the doubles, great. They have innovated groupings here for the doubles to set into. You want to run the compact sticks or even the full length, great. They got points here where they anchor into the platform. Not only that, but there's anchor points where this cable sets inside the platform, so it's out of your stick's way. They sit flat on there. I mean, that to me, the attention to detail is remarkable. I mean, these things are perfection. They're stable, they're sturdy, they don't bend. Speaking of bending and breaking, everyone right now is rushing to make the lightest stuff on the market. At what point are we risking safety of trying to get to the lightest and getting something that's going to be durable and last a lifetime? I 100% believe these stands will make a lifetime. They're just super impressive. They're sturdy, they don't bend. Andre DeQuisto, the man who made these stands, he designed the original ones. These stands are made to tow hook. There's companies that are coming out with competition now, right? Cheaper, more affordable, $400 to $460, which to me is like, what, 100, 200, maybe 300 bucks off? Not even that. 400 to 600 for this one, 500 for that one. Literally $100 cheaper, and they're bending, they're not structurally sound. Like, let's be real. Some people, I know there's a video out there by Jace, and he not only bent the new Elevate platform, but also this top bracket, bent it. Just doing a normal tow hook on it like he's done for years on his Assault, on his Lone Wolf custom gear stands. Did normal tow hook. What did Elevate do? They just released a video saying, we don't want you to tow hook. We want you to half tow hook. I'm sorry, what is a half tow hook? Because If you look at these videos on how to tow hook, Cody DeQuisto has an XOP one showing a tow hook where they bring the stands all the way up to here when they tow hook. So it's half here. Okay. That's what he did in the video, and it's still bent. So I don't know, man. It seems like a lot of people make excuses to try to hide the fact that maybe they were wrong in their initial design, but they still want to sell their product. And I don't know if that's right or not. Andre embraces people to, he encourages people to say, hey, why is this so messed up? Why is this like this? You want to know why? Because from customer reviews is what made this stand right here. This .75 was made by the masses on Mobile Hunters United on Facebook. They sent out polls, they listened to their customers, and this is the baby that was birthed out of that. And it is a truly, truly nice stand. I bought this one, loved it so much, I bought the .5 because I wanted something a little bit smaller. I wanted two options. You want to talk about innovation here? They have the seat shelf, right, where you tuck it in here like this, and you have the shelf. The .5, you have the normal post, which is the 18-inch post, which will fold into the platform. But I got the longer version, the 22. Oh, look at that! I still have a seat shelf. Why? Because Andre thought about this. He's like, well, we need to give the people what they want. This is what we're known for. Let's drill a hole right here. Put a bolt in there. Put that bolt in there. Catches on the same things that catch in the platform. Now you got your shelf. It's still there. The thought and the attention to detail that is put into these stands and making them, I am just so impressed. Fanboy, check. Sign me up. I'm going to be in his tree stand, safe, hunting, and not be worried about my stand bending, breaking, or anything like that. I'm not going to be worried about slipping out of it. I'm not going to be worried about making noise in it. These things, I mean, I put them through a lot of tests, and they're right there. They're awesome stands. Like I said, best stand on the market. You want to argue it? Let's argue it. Let's go tit for tat. What does that stand that you're wanting have that these stands don't? And what do these stands have that stand doesn't? This stand comes out on top.